Uncle Frank, long time no damn see. Where the hell
Hey,
y'all Negroes been?
fellas, man, everybody been had a lot going on and doing these little projects, and man, it's been hectic this beginning of this year, man. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to see you fellas, man. We gotta get with our people and let them know what we've been doing. Cause we still messing with these real stories, these real situations outside in the real world. I'm Uncle Frank, and fellas, you guys introduce yourself to the people that ain't heard from us in a while. Take off.
Hey man, this Uncle Luke coming in. As y'all see, man, I represent, one of the NFL teams that made it to the Super Bowl this year. We didn't win, but we got there. So this I think this is the first podcast since the Super Bowl that I've been on. So I just wanted to rep. I salute my boys. Uh, Falcons didn't make it, Pittsburgh didn't make it, but it's always next year. So hey, I'm here now. Let's go, bro.
I, I'm gonna go next. All I can say, Lewis, if you ain't this, if you ain't first, you're last. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Lad,
Hey,
you shouldn't even want how you got
hey.
your ass beat.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? It don't make a difference.
I appreciate the love, fellas. I appreciate the love. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we support you, bro. You know we support you.
And I actually got something for you, too. When next time I see you,
All right, sir. All right, sir.
I got something for you. A bet is a bet. So, but no, I do got something.
Hmm.
But this
I
triple.
got something for you.
Uh-oh. Well, I get Uncle Frank got you right early right now, but nah, but this triple OG, it's good to
Oh,
be.
hell no.
Oh,
No, sir.
Look
dang.
at the ball.
No,
Look how pretty
sir.
that ball it is.
Hey, you have to bring that motherfucker over here, and I'm drinking it over here. I'm drinking that motherfucker right here. Woo! No, sir. Go ahead, Tor.
Oh no. Look, Frank said enough right there. We got that for you. So hey, salute to you, bro. Salute to your Patriots. Y'all went farther than we thought. Man, I'm not gonna cloud your judgment. Hey, it's
Yeah,
still. And, hey,
y'all did a good job, bro. I ain't got no hater in me. I wish it was us. I salute y'all. Um, you all we got next year. Y'all young team. We'll be back.
exactly. And as always, I'm gonna ride or die. You see in the background. Okay, I'm
Appreciate you,
gonna ride
bro.
or die with you. And it's almost coming. Baseball season. So I'm back to them. So this triple OD, and it's good to be back, y'all.
Mhm.
And y'all know this Mr. P and part of my French. Fuck all y'all teams. Fuck the NFL. I'm still on
Man,
it. I started this
please.
season saying fuck them, and I'm ending the season fucking. I don't care. I wish both of them niggas had lost.
He's just saying that because Pittsburgh sorry for it.
Nah, bro. I said it.
Tori,
Roll
I
the
am
tape back.
convinced that because
Roll
Pittsburgh
the tape
sorry for it,
back.
and they don't fire goddamn Mike
Roll
Tomlin.
the tape back. I've been consistent. And what I tell y'all, we're gonna go back at some point and look at my predictions. I told y'all the coaching staff was gonna be gone at the beginning of the year, and I told y'all Bijan gonna be gone in a couple of years. Roll the tape back. Did I not say that?
Who?
You
Bijan?
drinking?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Paulo, is you drinking some of the moonshine?
No. We'll talk about it later. I'm gonna go back and find it where I predicted exactly what's happening. I told y'all the issue wasn't the players; it was y'all front office. And did I not say that?
But hold, you didn't say nothing about no Bijan leaving.
I
No,
did. It was on the
Oh,
P's on Mr. P's unpopular opinion. I said Bijan was gonna be gone too, not because uh
hold
he
up.
wanted to, but y'all that's the
but
decision y'all gonna make.
he'll be
I said that
gone
too.
maybe 10 years from now, Paulo.
Nah,
Everybody's gonna be gone,
nah.
goddamn. You act
Okay,
like he's gonna be
well
gone tomorrow.
that ain't the topic for today, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back and pull that clip, and when I pull that clip,
Hey, I don't know what Paulo's on some other shit today. He
I
on
I'm
told
trying
y'all
to tell
that.
you, to.
he on the whole.
So now this what happened when you get the uncle and the OGs, the old men together. They got short term memories because I predicted this. I predicted this, but that's
You
okay.
predicted Mike Tomlin was gonna be gone from your team.
I ain't saying nothing about the Steelers. We talking about y'all Falcons.
We know.
What you worried about?
We
What you worried about the fast?
bro.
Look,
Okay.
y'all got Mike.
I ain't worried about none of them. I said fuck them all. So I ain't really worried about none of them. I'm just telling y'all I predicted this was gonna happen. That's okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
give y'all another prediction on that, but we talking about something else. It's a lot been going on. We gotta get up on things. We got T.I. and 50 going to each other. We missing that conversation. We got Clifton Powell. Got the internet stirred up, man. It's a lot of stuff we gotta catch up on and talk to. So we're gonna talk about this one thing this year, this episode. But you know, we got a lot of stuff we got to chime in on, guys. 2026 is getting started. It's starting to heat up. The ball's starting to roll. So there's a lot of stuff about to happen. So we got to get caught up on it and get our insights in there real quick. But let's kick it off with this story. I don't remember what state these guys was in, but you know, we always talking about being responsible for the youth, the aunts and OGs, how we really have a conversation about God and our sons. And in this particular situation, this gentleman's son, basically, and together, he got 440 years in jail because his son was involved in an accident. And the question came about is, did he give his son permission or not to drive the vehicle? So I'm gonna let you guys listen to the story. You may pause at certain points to chime in, but hey, it's an interesting
Do you mean
story.
440 months or 440
440
years?
months. I'm sorry, my bad. It might as well be 440 years because he's 69 years old and dude got cancer. So
And he got cancer,
yeah, and he got cancer. So it might well be 440 years. But let me roll this real quick and let's get this story going.
15-year-old son sped through a stop sign and crashed into another car, taking the lives of a 50-year-old grandmother and her 3 grandchildren. And while the father, whose name is Richard Ferguson, was not in the car and certainly did not tell his son to speed, Ferguson's guilt or innocence really came down to one question. Did he give his 15-year-old unlicensed son permission to take his car? Because if the answer to that question is yes, then that means he's guilty of manslaughter by culpable negligence, which in layman's terms basically means you may have not meant to kill someone, but your actions were so reckless and so obviously dangerous that someone died because of you. I'm not a lawyer, but let me give you the recap on this case. So according to testimony in the trial, on September 3rd, 2023, Richard Ferguson's 15-year-old son, whose name is Rashard Ferguson, was hanging out at home with 3 of his friends. The group of friends had planned to go to the movies later that night, but before doing so, one of the friends needed to grab a belt from his house, and this is where things get tricky. Here is some of the testimony from the 3 friends regarding what they remember about how exactly Rashard got the keys to his dad's car.
He was in his room. He left out to go ask his dad for the keys. And I guess his dad said yes.
Was his dad around when you guys got in the car?
He was sitting in the garage telling us to buckle up and stuff before we pulled off. So he just told us to come straight back and stay safe and stuff.
Did Rashard take the car without permission?
No.
He said he was going to ask for the keys and we were going to get something. His father was outside present with us in the front yard when we got in the car.
And at some point in time, did Mr. Ferguson, the father, have to move a truck out of the way?
I don't really recall. It was a long time ago.
Did Rashard take the car from the residence without permission?
I was in the room. He left out the room. I don't know if he asked permission or not, but he came back with the keys.
Where was the car parked?
Driveway.
At some point in time, did his dad come out in the driveway before you guys left?
Yeah, he told us to buckle up and drive safe.
Once the 4 boys got in the car with Rashard driving, they pulled out of the driveway and first went to Elijah's house to get the belt. Then they made a stop at Anthony's house, and then they went to a park. When they left the park, instead of going directly home, Rashard went a different way.
We left the park and made a right, and he was just speeding down the road. I said, what the are you doing? He ran past the stop sign, and everything just went black after that.
He was driving. I was looking at my phone. I looked up. He was going fast. I seen the car and I said, stop. When I woke up, we were in the ditch. I had blood coming from my mouth, everything. We got out of the car. I think it was a lady that stayed somewhere like where it happened. She came outside and helped us out the car and stuff like that.
I don't remember. It was all a blur.
The car that Richard hit had 50-year-old Trinidad Hernandez, her husband, Angel Hernandez, and their 3 grandchildren, 11-year-old Miley Cruz, 9-year-old Marvin Cruz, and 1-year-old Anayari Hernandez in it. Everyone in the vehicle lost their life except for husband and grandpa, Angel Hernandez. Now, on cross-examination, Richard Ferguson's defense attorney asked the 3 boys if they actually heard Richard giving his son permission to take the car.
You never heard Mr. Richard Ferguson give Richard permission, correct?
Correct.
You ever saw him hand him the keys?
No, sir.
You never saw Mr. Richard Ferguson ask his father, Mr. Richard Ferguson, for the keys, did you?
I was in the room when he went to ask him. I just know when we went outside, he told us buckle up and come right back.
Okay, but you weren't there when he asked for the keys.
No, sir.
You had previously told the prosecutor in meetings you had with him that you did not have permission to take the car, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, tell me further.
Despite the defense's best efforts, jurors believe that Richard Ferguson did give his son permission to drive the car, and they arrived at their verdict after 2 hours of deliberations.
All right, bro, I just want to stop there real quick so we can recap what's going on. Him and his boys chilling at the house. Somebody need to go grab a belt, something from the house. He goes and he comes back with the keys. And then according to some of the boys, his dad knew about it. His dad said, y'all buckle up, be safe. And, you know, they hop in the car and they drive off. And he said, told them to come exactly back. Of course, you know, being teenagers, 15-year-olds, as many of us did often, he didn't come directly back. He made a couple of stops at the park, and then I guess he got on the straightaway and he decided to hit it. And when he hit it, he ran a stop sign and crashed and killed everybody. All right. We caught up on that one. You know, first of all, my first thought on this one is, any of y'all was sons bold enough to go and take your car without your permission? I mean, 15-year-old, any of y'all have a kid who that bold?
No.
You know, my thing is, I don't think it was his first time driving the car. Because for him to be that loose to say, hey, go ahead and buckle up, it ain't the first time he drove the car. It's just a problem now because he don't hit somebody.
Right.
Because, you know, if he didn't give him permission, why would you tell him to buckle up? He'd been driving the car. It's almost like the old thing, you know, the kid jumping on the sofa, and all of a sudden you go over their house and they say, get off the sofa. That kid been jumping on that sofa. So don't act like it's only a problem now because they had that. That's just my opinion about it. So,
So you're saying, based on preliminary results, more than likely, Pops didn't let him grab them keys and, you know, whip the car out on his own.
exactly.
I'm very confused.
Mm-hmm.
All of us got driver license. Every adult that has driver license.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that anytime you drove a car, your parents was in the car?
But that's the point, though. He was.
You mean to tell me? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me your mama ain't never gave you the keys to her and told you to go to food giant?
No, not me. Not an unlicensed driver. Nope.
Mine didn't.
You know, I ain't gonna say I ain't getting my brother car. My brother might have gave me his car.
So how you guys were when y'all got y'all learning license?
15.
15?
And how did y'all learn how to drive?
Driving with my mom.
With somebody in the car. Yeah.
In the car,
My brother taught me mostly, but it
That's
was
the only way y'all learn how to drive.
Yeah, that's how. For the most part, me.
See, y'all, Lewis, I'm excluding you. Paulos, you and Tori, y'all some mama boys.
We got to be some mama. I told you I drove the car.
Because-
My brother gave me the car.
Because if you
I ain't
were-
never just took nobody's car without their permission.
Yeah, why we got to be
I ain't say without their permission. I ain't say that's what I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying without permission.
So you're saying you were unlicensed driving your mom's car and she knew about it?
Hell yeah. Mama, at 16 years old, my mama gave me her car.
But 16, did you have your license? You had your permit?
I was stealing cars at 14.
Did you have your permit? You didn't answer the question, though.
Yes, I did.
All right, then. So
then you could drive legal in. Louis, you were still
Now that you got learner license, you can't.
No, not at learners, but back then at 16, you could drive by yourself.
Exactly. Were you driving your car your mom's car at 15 with no license?
Hell yeah.
without a license. Oh, okay.
No,
doubt.
I'm not
saying no.
I'm just
You
saying.
said no,
No.
Lewis. Were you bold enough to take your mama's car?
No. I wasn't driving. Hell no. I was too goddamn
Right.
scared of my dad. Hell no.
Right.
No,
All right.
I never
Okay.
do like that.
Y'all know down the street from my house, it's Aldi, Kroger. Up the street is Walmart, and what that other street is? Home Depot.
Okay.
My son, he got his learner's license. Anywhere I don't want to go, he finna go.
Well, you
With my permission.
Well, hey, okay. Well, let's finish. Okay, let's stop there. I'm finna go to the rest of the video. Okay. Let's continue.
Jury finds the defendant guilty of count 1 manslaughter. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of count 2 manslaughter. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of count 3 manslaughter. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of count 4 manslaughter.
Now, in case you're wondering, Richard Ferguson was offered a plea deal, but he declined that deal and decided to take his chances at trial.
Prior to trial, the state did make 2 plea offers to Mr. Ferguson. One was for a 5-year DOC sentence. The other one was for a open plea to the court with a 10-year cap. He chose to go to trial, and at trial, he denied any responsibility for his actions.
He could have gotten 5 years, but because he took his chances at trial, Richard Ferguson was looking at a minimum of 37 years in prison and a maximum of life in prison. At his sentencing hearing, Richard's family asked the judge for leniency, considering the fact that he has stage 4 cancer, which started in his prostate, but has now expanded to his bones, and they say the jail is not set up to care for him.
Okay, so let's pause there. All right. So this dumbass, because I'm calling him a dumbass, could have got a 5
So
year.
you're saying the jail is not providing the special
Could have got a
education?
5-year plea, but he wanted to go to trial. He didn't want to take no responsibility for what happened. And instead of getting 5 years, he got 440 months.
So I'm still confused, because if his son leave the house and go up the street and rob the liquor store, am I responsible for that if he under 18?
But you didn't give him. If you give him a gun, yes.
Yes. If you give him the
If
gun,
you give him the gun, if you say, Pop, let me hold that piece. If you give him the gun and he go rob a liquor store and kill somebody, yes, you're responsible. They getting parents now.
Yep, I agree with that.
That's why that's why that guy up there with that school shooting.
They didn't get a little white boy Rittenhouse. He didn't go to jail. His parents didn't go to jail either.
But he a different color we are too, Frank. Now you gonna act like
Right. That's a different story.
He ain't talking about color right now. I didn't think we were talking color.
Right. All right.
Y'all said they get the parent. I said they did.
I'm saying they are starting to get the parents. Like the kid up, the one up top. He's a little white boy up in Georgia, North Georgia, when he went in that school and killed them people. The parents got arrested and parents are going to jail. So Frank, you're saying your 15-year-old son get in the car, now we'll argue permission or not, and go and kill somebody. You're saying that's on him, the 15-year-old. If you give him permission to drive your car and he's recklessly drive, it wasn't an accident where he was recklessly, where it just happened. His little ass speeding, running through stop signs, doing whatever the hell he was doing, and kill some people. That's on him.
See, y'all know I'm different. I'm different. I'm in the process now of buying my son a car. And I was gonna buy this motherfucker a Hellcat, and he was 16 years old. And I am so fucking serious about it.
But buying him a car is not the issue, Frank. The issue is giving an unlicensed driver. First of all, 15-year-olds, he's not supposed to have nobody in the car with him, period. And you know, there's the law.
I need y'all to understand something. Even though I am raised in the city. Every summer I was raised in the country. So I've been driving a car since I was 13 years old. I'm talking about it was nothing for my grandmama said, hey. It was nothing for my grandmama said, hey, I need you to go to the store. Get in the car and go to the store. I'm talking about ride by the police like and shit going on. And that is normal. So when y'all talking to me about these kind of things, this is a normal behavior. If you go to South Georgia, you're gonna see this kind of shit all day, every day. This is normal behavior. Yeah. Y'all acting like this is something that never happens.
But hold on, but does that make it right, Frank? You can say somebody standing in the project seeing somebody sniff cocaine. That's normal to them. Does that make it right though?
Okay, Tori, this is the thing. Whose definition of right and whose definition of wrong? If I tell you it's normal, you can't tell me it ain't normal.
But we're talking about normal. We're talking about legal. What's legal?
What city did this happen in?
I don't know what city.
This small town America.
No, it's somewhere here. You know this. Let me see.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what city this is. What city is this?
It still don't make a difference with city. He's still making
person
responsible for your actions.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, Lewis' wife is from South Georgia. Let him go ask her the same thing that I'm saying. She gonna 100% agree with me. But just because you guys didn't do it and you guys didn't see it, this has been a natural occurrence my whole entire life.
But you're looking at it from one side, Frank. You're looking at it from the driver's side. You're not looking at it from the family who lost their family kid. Because he was recklessly driving, we got, 4 people dead. What if that was your family dead? Like, are you okay? Well, that's normal. So, I'm okay. I'm okay with that he recklessly driving.
Sure, the people have car wrecks all the time. It don't make a fuck because the person ain't got no license because they have a wreck and kill somebody.
It does make a difference, right?
He just said if it was my family. If it was my family, it don't make a difference if this person got license or not. Dead is dead. It don't matter if you got license.
We're talking about accountability here. So that's the whole point about accountability. It happened in Ocala, Florida.
See what I'm saying? That's normal in the country.
But that wasn't normal, Frank. That wasn't normal. You'll see here later on when we talk about the accountability. This is what we're talking about responsibility. Who failed who? Did the father fail his son for not properly preparing him? Because obviously he was not mature enough to give that type of responsibility to, because he went out and killed 4 people for reckless behavior with his friend. He could have killed everybody. He could have killed. Luckily, it's crazy. None of him or his friends walked away. He could have killed everybody.
What was the father's name?
Richard Ferguson.
What was the son's name?
Rashad Ferguson.
Evidently, he ain't failed his son with a fuck because he got the same last name. They stayed in the house together, and he taught his son how to drive. So how did he fail it?
Because he allowed him to go out there. He didn't protect him from himself.
Was his son not in the house with his father?
Being in the house is not. You can still fail somebody because they're in the house, Frank. All right, let's finish this video. Let's finish this video because this is, I see where this is gonna go. Let's finish the video, then we're gonna continue. So there's some accountability here that needs to be spoke about. All right, so let's go.
No, Mama, she did ask them, what do we do now? Because you're saying you got, basically they pretty much told her that they couldn't afford the medicine and that if there was any way she could get any type of generic medicine, because they weren't able, the jail wasn't able to afford the type of medicine that my dad needs really to survive. He needs this medicine to survive. Without this medicine, he won't survive. And they don't have that medicine. They can't afford that medicine that he needs to survive. And so she's had to come to the jail many times and bring this medicine so that he can survive.
And then Richard Ferguson gave his own words at his sentencing.
Your Honor, and to the family who has suffered the unimaginable, there are no words powerful enough to repair what has been broken, nor any expression that I can even that I could even restore the precious lives that was lost. To the family who lost their children and their beloved mother, I offer my most profound and sincere apology. I am here acknowledging the permanent grief I will carry for the remainder of my life. My only hope is that my words show the sincere of my sorrow and the deepest of my responsibility for this tragedy.
Now, Richard did testify during the trial, but since he also took the stand during the sentencing hearing, prosecutors are able to cross-examine him again. And it got tense, but you get to hear more of what Richard says happened that day.
Now, you indicated just now, you stated that you're sorry for what happened. Are you sorry because there are people dead? Or are you sorry because you actually did something to cause that?
I am sorry before the family that lost their loved ones. I am sorry that I played a part in them losing their loved one.
You stated just now that you played a part. What part did you play?
I should have went after my son and stopped my son.
So you continue to deny the findings that you gave the keys of your car to your son?
No, I did not. I
did not give the keys.
I am sorry. I am truly sorry that these people lost their loved ones, but I did not. And the 3 witnesses that y'all brought on board said they never saw me give my son those keys. Yes, like the district attorney said, why didn't I just pull off behind him and stop him? That's what I'm sorry for, because there is something more that I could have done. But as far as giving my son those keys, I never, ever gave my son those keys. He took them off the key rack.
You gave testimony at trial that you gave your son permission to back the car out?
Yes, I did.
So you did give your son the keys?
Yeah, because I had to move my wife's vehicle, and I had
That
to.
wasn't my question. My question was this: if you gave your son the permission to back that car out, you did give your son the keys, did you not?
No, I did not.
How did he turn on the car without the keys?
Because he had took the keys from off the key ring. As we came out, I said, Rashad, I say, wait for Dad. I said, you can pull the car out. I say, but wait for Dad. I'm gonna get in the car with you and go with you. Before I knew anything, when I moved my wife's car, he was gone. I went to go in the house to call him and tell him to bring his butt back home. And before I could do that, we received the call saying he had been in an accident.
You said you didn't have time to go get him. Do you recall the testimony of multiple witnesses that your son parked at a park? There was time to go get him, but did you just get distracted?
Yes, I did. And I said that in my testimony.
Did you follow that? Richard says he backed his wife's truck out of the driveway. His son, Rashard, was only supposed to back his car out of the driveway and then wait for Richard to get in the car. But
okay.
So I think, Paulo.
Yeah.
Lord, this shit nasty as fuck. But we have had numerous questions.
The son let the goddamn fall out the drive.
That's what I'm saying. This goddamn, who snitched on their dad? Now let me show y'all something right quick. Y'all see them keys up there?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you know how easy it is for these badass little children to get them fucking keys? You upstairs, you doing anything, and them got in the car and pulled off?
But hold up, Frank. He bagged his wife's car out to let them.
He was there.
He was there. So you trying to, and then he had 4 other friends. You trying to tell me they grabbed the keys and ran and jumped in the car?
Do we not talk about YNs all the time like they ain't bad as fuck?
Frank,
Frank. So Frank, you tell me your son, with you there, gonna hop in your whip and drive off.
No, he ain't gotta do that because all he gotta do is and I don't give 2 fucks.
No, but I'm saying if you, without your permission, your son is gonna say fuck you, go get in that car and peel out. Your son is gonna do that.
Now you gonna move your wife's car, then he just gonna.
I'm not even gonna answer that dumbass question, Paulo.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So the father just said his son wasn't supposed to go nowhere.
There's some bad little motherfuckers out here, Paulo. What are you talking about?
So you and he's not responsible for that bad motherfucker?
Fuck no.
Oh hell no. Yes he is, Frank. Yes he is. They need to get y'all parents. He
I just don't understand. I feel sorry for the father because, please forgive my French, he don't raise the whole bitch. Because if you will turn your back on the only person on God green earth that want to see you do good and be better than him, something is wrong with this scenario. I don't give a goddamn. I hate that lives were lost. I do. I hate that with a passion. But I am so confused as to how you go to court and say it's your daddy's fault because he shouldn't have gave you the keys.
Well, they didn't show the son testifying, so I'm assuming that maybe he did.
So all his son had to do was say, "My dad ain't gave me no keys."
But his friend,
he could say 1,000,000 times that my dad gave me keys, but soon as he get to court, all he gotta do is say, "My dad didn't give me no keys."
Well,
once he see they finna send his 69 fucking year old daddy to prison that got stage 4 cancer, and he don't motherfucking stop that. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking?
And here's the kicker, Frank. The son, 15, he get out of jail.
He's 18 now.
Well, no, this just happened in 2023. So he get out of jail when he's 19. So in 2 years.
The son don't kill 4 people and he get out of jail in 2 years.
Because he's a minor.
And they finna get a daddy 40 years.
And he could have took a plea deal.
He should have took the plea deal. But you know what? He was playing, thinking he gonna do that.
No, see, it's easy for y'all to say that because, Carlos, you've never been to jail, have you?
Ain't about somebody being in jail, Frank. The point is,
please let me finish. Let me finish. There's a method behind my madness. Tori, have you ever been to jail before?
What being okay? Finish what you said. No, I have not been.
No. I asked yes or no question.
So I have not been to jail. I have not been to jail.
Okay. You guys have never been to jail before in your life. If someone walks up to you and says, we gonna let you plead out to 5 years in prison. See, it's easy for you guys to say that because you ain't never been there. For me, I would have took the 5 years because I've been to jail before and I'm not afraid of the unknown. If you have never been to jail before, that you telling me that you're gonna take a 5-year sentence
Frank,
and you feel like you ain't did nothing wrong?
Frank, fuck that. I can count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could have got 44 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know what the difference is. So yes, and if I know my son did some bullshit like that, yes, I'm taking him 5 years, Frank. I don't give a damn who ain't been to the jail. If I know that I fucked up, that I know that I gave my son permission and I ain't do what I was supposed to do, where he was bold enough to go out there and do what he did, oh yeah, I'm taking him 5 years because I know I'm taking accountability for it. Because I failed as a father because I didn't raise him better than that. So if that's the minimum I got to take, I'm taking him 5.
That sounds good.
It ain't no sound good, Frank. It's factual. Louis, you taking the 5 or you go? Which one of y'all raise your hand if you going to court?
Because it's the unknown, Carlos.
Frank,
it's
it
unknown,
doesn't matter.
You don't feel like you did nothing wrong.
But it doesn't matter if I feel like I did something wrong. My son did something wrong.
Carlos, if I'm 69 years old and I got stage 4 cancer,
he didn't know he had this cancer came up. He didn't have stage 4 cancer when the accident happened.
That's a goddamn lie. You don't go from 0 to stage 4 cancer in
he was not diagnosed as a cancer patient when the accident happened, Frank. This happened afterwards. But even still, Frank, if I'm got stage 4 cancer, I'm taking him 5 years versus 44 years. I don't care what it is.
I'm dead anyway, Carlos. I'm dead anyway.
So you trying to say he fought because he knew he had cancer? He knew he
I'm not. See, I seen somebody die in prison before. I'm not finna die in prison. I'm not gonna plead to die in prison. That man was pleading. He gonna take a plea deal to die in prison? Is y'all fucking crazy?
He gonna die in prison anyway.
He gonna die for prison anyway.
I ain't finna volunteer. I'm not finna volunteer to go die in prison.
You ain't taking your son ain't taking no.
I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I'm gonna take my chance.
So he didn't play no parts in that, Frank. So you saying He ain't take no parts in it. His 15-year-old son, it's all on him.
You know what y'all? This is what y'all missing, because we need to go back to some of the prior cases where we had these conversations, and the big homie said this. Longboy said this a while ago. We need to change legislation so we can start holding these YNs accountable for the shit that they do. Lewis, do you remember saying that?
But he didn't operate on
No. They see y'all trying to goddamn make shit fit the way you want it to fit.
Well, Frank, you just said the man was in the house. You can't have it both ways. You said he didn't fail his son. You said
he did not fail his son. No, he did not fail him.
His son went out there and killed 4 people.
Look, Paulos, do you think when these young YNs be breaking in people's houses, robbing them and killing them, you think the parents failed them because they bad ass little motherfuckers do what they want to do?
Yes, because they didn't start, Frank. They didn't. Their first job wasn't breaking nobody's house. They've been badasses for a while. Yes, they failed them. Their parents failed them.
It's the parents' fault.
Yes.
Failed them. Yes, I agree.
Yes, I think yes. I think it's a parent.
Y'all keep living now.
Hold on. No, Frank, you saying, Lewis, what's your opinion about it? Because you ain't saying nothing. How you feel about it, Lewis? Because you ain't saying nothing.
All right.
Can you hear us, Lewis?
Can you hear us?
It keeps going in and out. Say it again.
Oh, okay.
Repeat the question.
What's your opinion about the situation? We all three of us got different opinions. Well, me and Paula got the same. What's your opinion about the situation?
I mean, to be honest with you, it sounds like the son was influenced by friends that was in the car. And to me, I get the law part, but I want to put that on my dad like that. I fucked up. I took the car. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a son, I want to put my father through that shit.
But Lewis, well, look, think about it. You're talking as a.
It sounded like he was influenced. It sounded like he was influenced. It sounded like he was influenced, and the son knew that he was a minor and that he was only going to get a few years behind bars and he'll be out.
The son grabbed the
DA did this shit.
And then the son didn't tell the dad not to take the plea. The dad could have took a plea and got 5 years.
I understand that, but I understand that. But at the same token, I think the son could have went to the prosecutor and said, "You know what? This is on me. Don't put this shit on my dad."
Well, Lewis,
I'm the one that ran the stop sign.
But okay, Lewis, would you took the plea, or you go at trial by jury?
Would I would have took the plea? I don't know. I can't say right now, to be honest with you. I don't know, because if I felt like I did that wrong, then yeah, I'm not going to take the 5 years. I'm going to take it to trial. But at the same token, I guarantee you, if we was to go ask that father, I think that father felt like his son was going to speak up and take up for him. And that's probably why he didn't take the plea. He went to trial hoping that his son get up there on the stand and like, hey guys, it's on me. It's on me.
Thank you, Lewis.
So Lewis,
you don't know your son then. You don't know your son then.
You say his son was guilty anyway. So you would have took the plea. You'd be in the same boat he in, right, Lewis?
Yeah, his ass is guilty for running the stop sign.
But I'm saying you don't know your son. You don't know your son then. If you first of all, you made 2 mistakes. First, you gave an irresponsible child, your son, who you don't know his character, you gave him permission to drive that car. So that was your first mistake. And then the second mistake was you was relying on him to dictate your future. That's the second mistake. That's 2 times you don't let your son fuck you. Is he gonna be a third?
This
No.
what you keep failing to understand.
Y'all putting a lot
There's
of
nothing to understand.
No,
Frank.
this is what y'all
I
family.
also stated, you heard what I said. I said he was influenced. I guarantee you, them other friends of his influenced him and told him, hey, bro, keep your mouth shut. Do them a couple of years in juvenile, whatever. You'll be back out. You'll live the rest of your life. I guarantee you that conversation came up amongst that circle. I guarantee you that.
So you saying that his friends influenced him to go
It sounds fucked up. It sounds fucked up. But I guarantee
I think
you
I don't even think his friend did that, Louis. I think the DA did it. I think that was a 100% plot because the DA couldn't justify giving a kid 2 years for killing 4 people. He had to find someone else to bite this bullet. And he probably told this son, hey, we're going to give you 2 years. You'll be out of jail when you get 18. Your son signed off on the plea. He went to jail. On the back end, with him signing that plea, it probably was an agreement in the backside of it that he had to tell what happened. And when he told what happened, my dad said I can take my friend home. That's how these people play you. The kid probably didn't even know he was snitching on his daddy, Louis. But like I said, if it was me, after y'all give me my time, y'all get me on that stand, I didn't tell y'all none of that shit. My daddy did not know I got them keys. My daddy didn't know shit about nothing. There ain't no way in the fuck I'm gonna trade my daddy life in for mine. I'm not gonna do no shit like
But
that.
Frank,
I don't give a flying fuck.
No, but answer this question for me, Frank. Are you waiting for a 15-year-old to bail you out? Are you putting your future in the hands of a 15-year-old?
Yes, I am.
Not me.
Yes, I
Fuck
am.
that.
Yes, I am.
No.
See, evidently, you don't fail your son.
No, because I'm not even
if you
gonna
ain't
give my
talk to your
son's not even
son,
gonna be able to drive in the car. I'm not giving him.
if you
I'm
ain't
not putting him
talk,
in that
no,
position.
but we don't got past that part.
No, we
You
not past
said
that, Frank.
evidently, you just
That's
told
why I
Louis
said
that
begin.
evidently,
You said it's normal.
you just told Louis that evidently that man don't know his son.
He don't. Because I'm not putting my son in. I always tell my kid, my job is to protect you from yourself as long as I can. I'm not putting the 15-year-old in a position where he can harm himself or others. None of my kids. I'm not putting them in that position.
So you thinking that your parenting skills are so on point that your children don't do shit that you don't know they did?
Frank, they not
That ain't what I asked you.
they're not doing
That
that.
is not.
Frank,
That is
that's not a fair
what I
question.
asked you. That is a very fair question.
Okay, I'm saying my parenting skills are so good that I know my kids are not going to do nothing that's going to harm themselves or others. To put themselves in harm or others in harm. Yes, they're that great. Then they gonna do some shit that kids do, but they're not gonna harm themselves or anyone else. That's how my parenting skills are. Yes, I'm that confident.
So, Louis, at what age did young Louis stop being a virgin? Do you know?
God damn, why you all over that man? Let me put this on here. Let me put this. Hey,
No, I'm using no. See, y'all don't understand the method behind my marriage.
I understand. Go ahead.
I'm using Louis because his son is grown.
Go ahead.
I'm not using you or Tori because your children is like mine. They're not grown. Louis' son is grown. And so there is somewhere I'm going with this. Louis, do you know how little Louis was when he stopped being a virgin?
Shit, I think
your son is tall and
15,
handsome. Your son is tall and he's handsome. So I guarantee you it was younger than later.
Yeah.
Do it make sense what I'm saying?
That I can remember.
Okay, now,
yeah.
Do you think he wore a condom every single time?
Not the same.
I rest my case, Louis. What I'm trying to get Paulo to say is, Paulo just said that his son would not do no harm to himself or the family. If you have
No, I
sex
say or others.
if you have sex without a condom, they got the shit out of him. They will kill your ass worse than any bullet.
But hold up, Frank. It's different if his son voluntarily.
No, there's no Tory. I'm responding.
same.
I'm strictly responding to what he said.
No,
He
that is
said
not
that
the
his
same.
son would not knowingly do nothing to harm himself or the family.
But hold up,
Or
Frank.
That
others.
is a lie.
I said others,
Hold up,
others.
Frank. Frank, it's
meaning
different.
kill them.
Hold up, Frank. It's different if his son knowingly got AIDS and he
Mhm.
got
I didn't
that.
say, I didn't say he had no. I'm talking about who he has sex with.
No,
They
that's
may
not
have
the
AIDS
same.
and he don't know it.
No, I'm saying if he
That's not the
that's
same,
what I'm
Frank.
telling you. The same would be Frank if his son knowingly had AIDS and he out there having sex without a condom.
No, if he having sex with a little girl, he don't know what she got.
No, I'm saying if he had that's different. I'm saying only way it would be the
It
same.
ain't different.
No,
It ain't
only way
different.
it would be
That ain't the same, Frank. That's not.
Frank,
That's
not
false
the same.
analogy. That's not the same.
No, that
Come up
is
with something else.
Only way it would be the same if his son knowingly have AIDS and have sex unprotected. Then you can say
Tori, listen, let me say this again, because y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. If you have sex without a condom, that is knowingly putting yourself at risk and putting others at risk. What part am I saying that you don't understand?
That's
it's
not
not
the
the
same.
same though.
That's not the same.
If you have sex without a condom, that means that you ain't knowingly putting yourself at risk.
That's not the same.
That's not different.
What?
That's not the same as because that's not illegal. First of all, that's not illegal. What the son
What is
did was
illegal got to
illegal.
do with what is
Because
illegal got to do with?
there's a difference.
If he had knowingly have AIDS, it's illegal then. Yes.
Yes, it's
Who
not
said-
illegal.
See, y'all, you know, y'all trying to make this fit y'all narrative.
No,
I
it's not the
said,
same.
Carlos, you said that your son will never knowingly put himself at risk or put your family at risk.
I didn't say
I
say harm. I said
plainly
harm.
said that if he have,
Frank, you're not
okay,
listening. I didn't say put at risk. I said harm himself or others.
but if
Harm.
if he has sex unprotected, that's harming himself and others.
No, it is not.
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
It's not. Now if you
How's that harming him?
No. If
How's
he
that
got,
harming
Because he
somebody
can
else?
catch something. He can
No.
catch disease.
if he knowingly
That's
had
not harming. You're talking about risk and harm is two different things.
So if he has sex with somebody that catch syphilis, that ain't harming himself. If he has sex with somebody and get gonorrhea, that ain't harming himself.
That's
If
that's
he
not
know
the same, Frank.
not the same. But if he got if
That's
he
a false
knowingly
equivalent.
if he knowingly know he got AIDS and have sex opposite, then it becomes a crime.
Yeah.
Knowingly.
I didn't say nothing about. We didn't never say what it committing crimes was the issue.
But that's what we're talking about, Frank. That's why we're saying
You
it's a
want to
false
see,
equivalent.
you didn't know. See, you didn't clarify a crime.
With
You
the whole
said
premise is
knowingly
the crime.
harm himself or harm others. That didn't have nothing to do with. You didn't say nothing.
That's criminal.
Frank, if them people didn't die, he wouldn't be doing jail time. If he all he had was a
Not
rape,
as much.
he
Yeah.
would. The father wouldn't have had jail. Them people didn't die, he wouldn't be doing jail time. At all.
If he had a wreck tour, he would have went to jail regardless. Having an accident without driving license, you going
It wouldn't have been homicide. He wouldn't have got manslaughter.
He wouldn't got manslaughter.
Or homicide or whatever it was. But that's that. But the severity of it would have been different. But at the same time, Frank, it is in itself. Him driving is not the only issue. In itself, is that his father, according to him and the friends, gave him irresponsible, because obviously he is irresponsible, unlicensed minor, permission to go and break the law, and in turn resulted in the death of somebody else. So that in itself is not the same as a teenager having sex with another teenager. It's not the same.
I understand what y'all saying. I do. I just don't feel like that man should have went to jail for all that time.
I'm saying the accountability. Who's accountable, Frank? Because again, four people died, right? Who's accountable for those deaths? Like you on the other side, Frank. That little boy walking around here and his daddy. That's okay with you?
Yeah.
So you just gonna chop it off his dad? That happens?
Hey man, life is lost for a bunch of different things.
So if that was your family member died, you'd be okay with that?
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
Yeah. What would be my alternative for a 65-year-old man to go to prison for 40 years and the person that killed him go to jail for 18 months? What the fuck kind of sense that make? That is the trade-off that y'all saying that you want me to accept. The man didn't drive the car and kill nobody. The kid did. But you want to get a kid 18 months and get a man 40 years?
The trade-off is he went to jail. That's the trade-off. You're saying that is too much.
18 months. That boy got 18 months for killing 4 people. Y'all cool with that?
I'm not cool with any of it.
Y'all cool with the boy getting 18 months for killing 4 people?
No, I am not. But
okay, well, it makes you feel. Well, it makes you feel. It makes you feel better to give a 70-year-old man 40 years.
It don't make none of it make me feel better. I'm just saying somebody has to be accountable, and these parents need to be accountable for their children. That's my whole angle on it. You are responsible for your children and what your children do. So that's why I asked the question: did he fail his son? Because again, twofold.
Well, let me ask you a question.
He didn't know his son well enough to know that he wasn't responsible enough to.
Well, let me ask y'all a question, because this is gonna revert back to all the podcasts we had about the YNs earlier. When the man shot them YNs in the ass and in the foot for stealing his packages off his porch, did their parents go to jail?
They should have.
Did they go? Yes or no?
No, because they didn't do
okay,
no
but
harm to
so
nobody else.
why? Okay, Paulo, let me tell you this so you'll know this.
No, the only thing their parents gave them the gun. If they were their parents' gun, yes, they should.
Let me say this, Paulos, so you'll understand this. Fucking with the U.S. mail is a federal offense. You go to federal prison. You don't go to state prison. Stealing the mail, stealing packages, those are federal crimes. They're not state crimes. Now, true enough, I'm gonna go to jail because I shot their little asses. I am. But who is going to jail for their part? They were minors. Their parents didn't go to jail.
It's a misdemeanor. That was a misdemeanor. This is a homicide, a murder. I'm sorry.
So did they go to jail or not? Jail is jail, right?
No, most people don't go to jail for misdemeanors. So it's a misdemeanor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't equate to the same thing. I mean, the same reason why you plea out for misdemeanors and people don't go to jail, it costs more.
So did they go to jail, period?
Of course they didn't go to jail, period. Because the kids didn't get charged with anything.
I'm just asking what you said, that the parents got to be held accountable for the shit that their children do.
If they did,
so when that man shot them folks in the foot and in the ass, or the foot in the hand, or wherever he shot them at for stealing, them parents was not held responsible for that.
They should have been. That's what I'm saying. They should have been. They haven't, but hopefully the tides are turning. They should have been. Yes, they should have been. In my opinion, they should have been held responsible. Because that wasn't the first package those kids stole.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it should have been, Frank.
Y'all doing again, I just hate that a 7-year-old man can spend the rest of his life in jail.
But that's his son. According to you, that's his son's fault.
Yeah.
That's the person he raised in his house.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He missed the boat on somewhere.
No.
Somewhere. That's all my
argument.
Okay.
So my thing is, they charge minors as adults all the time. So what happened for this kid to kill 4 people in a vehicular homicide and he get 2 years when they charge kids as adults all the time?
I guess it depends on the aggravated part of it. I guess we have to go into it, the case law or something, because again,
because I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, again,
that's my thoughts too, because I was trying to figure out, like, this man ran a stop sign, killed 4 people, but he's been charged as a minor. But you got kids that go with armed robbery or go and kill people, and they get charged as an adult. What's the difference?
Well, premeditation, that's a difference in that those kids. Now, as reckless as the kid was, his behavior was reckless, but he didn't have any intent to do harm or whatever.
He
That was
ran
just
that
the result
goddamn
of his
stop
actions.
sign. That was intent.
Right. No, he just wasn't. But I'm just saying he wasn't intending to run into or crash into a car where somebody
Yeah,
going to
but
armed robbery,
he's
robbing somebody with a weapon. They good.
So, did his co-defendants?
They're not co-defendants because he's the only one driving. You can't help.
Hey,
They didn't have guns in there.
Carlos, if you commit a crime in a car, everybody in that goddamn car is an accessory to that crime.
It depends on the crime, Frank. That if I'm in the passenger seat and you
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Frank, they don't give everybody in the car a ticket for speeding. They only give the driver a ticket for speeding. So if it's a motor vehicle or a moving,
hey Paulo,
like
if I rob the store and y'all sitting in the car, everybody in that goddamn car gonna get charged with that same armed robbery. And y'all didn't even know I was in the store robbing that bitch.
Not the same thing. Let's listen to the rest of this video, see if they give us some more information. All right.
But according to Richard, Richard pulled off before he could get in the car. Now, after the Ferguson family gave words, family members of the victims also gave words, starting with Angel Hernandez, the man who survived the car accident that ended up taking the lives of his wife and his grandchildren.
A lot of individuals, when they see me, they say I'm a miracle. And I say, yeah, I am. But I'm a miracle behind a tragedy. I was able to spend 11 months after I retired with everyone that passed away. I got robbed of time because I only got to spend 11 months when I was supposed to spend like a lifetime with them. And I only spent 11 months. I just want to read something that comes a lot on my Google feed. This was about 15 years ago, and it constantly comes on my feed. It's from my wife. It says, "Babe, you are so special to me. You are the man that I married, the man that I love and always love. You are a great father to the kids, and you will forever be my soulmate." So on September 3rd, 2023, that's who I lost. I lost my grandkids and I lost my soulmate. And individuals will chase a lifetime trying to find their soulmate. And I had mine. Through our ups and downs, we always work good. And individuals' actions took that away.
What length of sentence would you like to see in this case?
Well, I would like to see that maximum sentence.
I have no other questions. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
And then the mother of the three kids and daughter of the grandmother also gave words. And ooh, child.
You know, I sit here and I listen to people say they understand and they lost their mom, and you don't understand. There's absolutely no human experience that replicates the pain of a mother losing a child, and I lost 3. So when you sit here and say you understand, and you talk about we're struggling and he's struggling and survival, and it doesn't even amount to the struggling that my family has to deal with. This man lived a full life that my children will never get to live. And so it makes me sick to sit here and hear stuff like that. My children were robbed of their life. I'll never dance with my son at his wedding. I'll never sit there and watch my daughter do cheerleading. The day before they passed away, I took my daughter for a physical. She was supposed to start cheerleading. I will miss out on every experience a parent should not have to miss out on. They should have been burying me, not the other way around. And so I'm angry. I'm angry that I'm sitting here and listening to the sob stories about health and this and that and the third. And it's just completely missing the point, missing the whole point. And when someone does something wrong, it doesn't matter if their health is good or bad. You still did something wrong, and justice still needs to be served. And I just pray that the Lord, forget the court, that the Lord takes pity on this person who still, Mr. Ferguson still has not taken accountability. And that's so cowardly. I'm sorry to say it, but it is extremely cowardly that a man of his age, of his experience in life, can't stand up and say, you know what, I screwed up, I gave him the keys, and this is why I'm here, this is the consequences. And it hurts. It hurts that I have to wake up every day, every single day, without my children or my mother. I just had a baby 7 months ago. He'll never meet his grandmother. He'll never meet his siblings. And it's just, there's no words. There is no words that could describe what my life has been like as their mother, and my family, and what the rest of our lives will be, because every day there's reminders that they're gone. I went from a house full of children to just sitting in the silence. Sometimes silence is so loud. And the tears and the tears and the tears that I just see up here, it's just ridiculous. This man is still alive. Your guys' family is still alive. If you want to hug him, you can hug him. Guess what? If I want to hug my children, I have to hug a vase full of a pile of ashes that sit in my damn living room. I'll never smell them again. I'll never hear their voice again. I'll never be able to lay eyes on them again until the Lord takes me. And so I take no pity on this man. Am I sorry that he's sick? I am. And I pray that the Lord comforts him in his bad health. I truly do. And I pray that the Lord takes pity on this man, because it's a pathetic excuse for a man to sit here with your head down and can't even take accountability. That is all, Your Honor.
Is there a specific sentence you'd like to see in this case?
The max allowed in the state of Florida.
I've watched that probably 5 times at this point, and I've cried every single time. After all of that, the judge makes his decision.
You are sentenced to 444 months, 444 months and 0.15 months in the Department of Corrections. That equates to just over 37 years. The sentences will run concurrently for each count. I understand that based on your medical situation and your advanced age, the consequences that you may not outlive this particular sentence. That is known only to God.
The son, 15-year-old Richard, was charged as a juvenile for this incident, and so he will remain in a juvenile detention center until he is 19, and then he will be released with 2 years of supervision. And rest in peace to those 3 babies and 50-year-old grandma Trinidad Hernandez.
All right.
Now, Paulo, what you asking me?
Say what?
Wow. What you asking me?
All right. Did you hear? Did you hear that?
I heard her. I would have cussed that bitch out and the judge.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right. There's no way that you can have.
You asking me about me.
No, I'm
You're
just
not
saying.
asking me about you. You asking me about
I'm not.
me. What Frank would do. I'm telling you what Frank would have done. I'm telling you about me. I can't speak for nobody else. The thoughts of the panel are not necessarily the thoughts of OGs worldwide. What Frank is saying is how Frank feels.
Right.
Now, if you sitting up there telling me that my son had an accident and killed your family members, and you sitting up here talking about I'm a coward and all this old shit, you out your regular ass fucking mind. You
okay.
think you're gonna sit up there? You think you finna sit up here and degrade me because your children are dead? No. You think I'm finna sit up there and let you degrade me because your children are dead? It ain't gonna fucking happen. It ain't gonna happen. Because I still have to live with me. You gotta live with you, they gotta live with themselves. Self-preservation comes first, which is me. Come first.
Well,
I'm
then
not
you
gonna
deserve them 440 months because that's what
Okay,
your son did.
Paulo,
He,
then give-
know what I'm
then
saying?
give
He,
me-
preser-
I
he
just
preserved
said it.
himself.
I just said, plain as day, I would have cussed that bitch out and I would have cussed the judge out. They giving me the
What about your
time
son?
anyway.
What about your son?
I
What
don't
you got
see
for
him.
him? You don't
I
see
don't
him.
listen. I don't fuck with him no more for life. Understand what I'm telling you? He is dead to me. I don't fuck with him no. Any motherfucker that will testify against their father is dead to me.
He didn't testify. His friend testified.
You're a lie. That man had to write a statement. Tara, how you think them folk know to ask them folk who gave him them keys? Them folk knew that they couldn't get no time out of that boy. They were looking to get some time from somebody else. So they went to shift the blame from the kid that they know they couldn't get no time to the dad.
Again.
Not everybody feels justified telling me you couldn't dance with your children no more. You couldn't do this with your children no more. You couldn't do that with your children no more. But your ass didn't stop fucking, did you? Your ass didn't stop living because you just had another goddamn baby.
Hey, Frank, they throwing your ass up under the jail. They throwing your ass up under the jail.
No, and you talking about this motherfucker talking about 11 months. I ain't get a chance to spend 11 months with him. Motherfucker, where you was at? Where you was at before the 11 months? You was in Mexico or some goddamn where? What the fuck you was
he
at?
said he retired. 11 months ago, he retired, and he was planning on raising his grandchildren with his wife. And 11 months after he retired, your son came here and killed everybody. That you gave him the keys to. You gave him the bullet.
I ain't give him no pistol to him going there and rob and kill.
Frank, they throw your ass up under the jail, brother. Hey,
they can throw me. They can throw me wherever the fuck they want to throw me. But I guarantee you, wherever they put me at, I'm never gonna not be me. I'm gonna be the man God made me from the beginning to the end. I'm gonna be me regardless. And if y'all thinking I'm finna plea to go to prison for 5 years because this little stupid motherfucker went out here and ran some goddamn battle, y'all better lock his dumb ass up.
I'm telling you, if he
but because y'all got this system so fucked up, my partner Longboy said they need to change the legislation so they can start holding these motherfuckers accountable for the shit that they do.
Well, you know what? You and Longboy be cellmates because he's the same one.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, Tori getting out in 2 for good behavior.
Exactly. Y'all would be cellmates. Y'all would die.
Yeah. I'm not finna let no 15-year-old take my future.
Let me explain something to y'all because y'all don't understand. You take 5 years in prison for a homicide, your ass ain't going to nobody county camp. Your ass gonna go down there where it's stopping it. See, because y'all don't know what be going on. Do y'all see them people that boy got killed in visitation trying to see his family in prison? This kind of shit happens all the time. Every time you turn around, there are different people getting murdered in prison. Y'all thinking that y'all gonna go to a fucking boys club where y'all gonna play golf and all this old kind of shit. You two ninjas is old. Listen, you two ninjas.
Nigga got 440 years, Frank. That's what
I'm talking about you two ninjas. I ain't talking about this old man. I'm talking about you and Tori. That thing is full of young gang members. You guys are civilians. Your asses is gonna get exploited for 5 fucking years. Y'all acting like this shit is easy work. This shit is not easy.
Hey, first of all,
nobody ain't finna go up there and let nobody give them 5 years in a prison where your life is on the line every day and you ain't did shit. You and your wife goddamn car.
Frank, he got cancer. He gonna be in the hospital most of the time. He ain't gonna be out in public.
Didn't them folks just tell you they ain't got the nurse in the house? This motherfucker.
I know they say they say housing, but he gonna be in the infirmary.
Yeah, man, that shit ain't that shit is not
right.
like
I'm not leaving my you're not understanding me, sir. I'm not leaving if I've already given this 15-year-old keys to a car and I know his ass ain't he ain't mature enough to drive it. I already made the mistake of giving my future over to him. You think I'm gonna do it again? Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Evidently.
Shame on me.
So, Carlos, at what age did you teach your son how to drive? You only taught him how to drive when he got his learner's license?
No, Frank, that
ain't
something different.
No. Is that the first time you taught your son how to drive when he got his learner's license?
No, it is not.
So what the hell is you talking about?
I'm talking about, Frank. I ain't never gave my 15-year-old unlicensed son permission to get in
my
car.
Were you in the car with your son and he did not have driver's license?
I was in the car with my son every time.
When he had his
he didn't have no license.
Yep.
Okay, so what the fuck is you talking about?
In the park.
What is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't never did this before.
But
Frank, he gave the kid a car. He gave the kid keys to a car with 3 other teens.
I'm gonna say this to you
Frank,
one
that
more
ain't the
time.
same. That is not the same as you being in the car with your
you
son.
guys are delusional. You guys You guys taught your son how to drive a car after he got his license?
After he got his permit. 15
So
year old, they
before
get a
your
learner's
son,
permit.
so before your son got his learner's permit, you never let him drive or never taught him how to drive. You only taught him after he got his permit.
No,
correct.
I showed him before. Yeah, I showed him
I
before.
did.
In the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tor, you did you honest. Paulos is a liar.
No,
so
I'm not
Tor,
lying.
you honestly,
That's my
so
son.
Tor, you honestly got your son in the car. He didn't have no learner's permit. He didn't have nothing, and you basically taught him around the parking lot how to back up, go forward, do stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I think every parent does that. There may be some that don't. Paulos said he did.
But hold
And
on.
I don't fault him for not doing it.
Frank, that's not a crime though. Now,
Who told you that?
No,
That's a
hold on.
lie.
But hold on, now, Frank. Now,
Yeah.
hold on, Frank. It's a difference if I'm in a
It
parking
ain't
lot.
different.
Hey, hold on, Frank. It's
It
a
is a
difference.
difference.
It's a difference if I'm in a parking lot and I got kids walking around in that parking lot and I let him drive that car. Yes,
What
I'm
is that?
liable. I'm liable for that. I'm liable for that.
You liable if he in the parking lot and he hit a car. You liable if he in the parking lot and he hit a pole.
Exactly.
What you mean that ain't illegal? What is y'all talking about?
Okay,
That's not the same, Frank.
same.
Why y'all keep trying to put degrees of separation in what y'all saying?
Because
Instead
there
of
are
letting this thing be
degrees.
simple?
There is, because Frank, if a policeman pull into a parking lot and you in there teaching your son how to drive and he don't have no license, the police ain't gonna stop you, do nothing.
If he ain't got no
but
permit,
listen, let me finish. But if a police pull into a parking lot and your son in that car and you ain't nowhere around, he gonna pull his ass over and lock him up. That's the difference, Frank. There's a difference.
Carlos, I don't understand what you saying. That you don't understand. If you are underage and you driving a vehicle, it don't make a fuck who in the vehicle with you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
What?
It makes a difference.
See, you finna make me call Rob. You finna make me call Rob.
Call Rob and get back with us, but it makes a difference.
You finna make me call Rob.
Send Rob
You
this
shoulda had-
video.
You should have
and
had
ask them
Rob.
who's responsible.
Well, we already know who's responsible, Paulo. We're not talking about who's
That's not what we're talking about. That's the whole point, Frank.
We know who's responsible.
That's why he got time. They
Okay,
hold him
but
accountable.
that's so.
Being
I
responsible.
never said the parent was not responsible. What I said was that's a piss poor example of a man raising his son and his son snitches on his dad. That's my argument.
But that's some hood shit. It ain't about no snitching.
That ain't no hood shit. That's my son. What the fuck you talking about?
I mean,
My son ain't never slept in a bedroom with nobody else. He has always had his own room his whole life. He ain't never been in no apartments. He never been none of this shit. Never did no hood shit in his life.
But you go to talking about some snitching. I mean, you go to talking about if you're
You told on your goddamn daddy. What the fuck is you talking about? Louis, do you understand what I'm saying? Louis probably can't even hear me. I can tell he can't hear me how he looking at me.
Hey, sorry, we gonna do them 5 years or them 2 because we getting our good behavior. First of all, it ain't gonna never happen to me, but
You never listen on a violent crime. You did no such thing. Good behavior.
it's not a violent crime, Frank. It's a
Vehicular homicide. Vehicular homicide is a violent
That's
crime.
not the same as
God
like an
damn,
armed robbery.
Paulo. Vehicular homicide is a violent crime.
Let me look it up.
He wouldn't have did all those 5 years. Trust me.
He wouldn't have.
Vehicular homicide is a violent crime.
It's not the same.
What is y'all talking about?
He wouldn't have did all 5 of them years.
Yeah.
He got cancer, man. What is he gonna do?
Let me say this to you. If we talking about some banking information,
Yeah, manslaughter. They gave him manslaughter. So
This is
manslaughter is
violent
not the same as aggravated assault. It's manslaughter is you were negligent. Let me pull it up.
Paulo, listen to me. Listen, you ain't even gotta pull it up because I can state
No,
this
I'm
shit to
pulling
you
it up.
verbatim. I can state it to you verbatim before you even pull it up.
I'm going
Georgia
to
got
AI.
a law. Georgia got a law called the 7 Deadly Sins. Pull it up and see. I bet you manslaughter on there. Pull it up. All you gotta do is Georgia 7 Deadly Sins and watch what the law come up. You gonna have rape, kidnapping, aggravated assault, armed robbery, manslaughter. Damn, it's 2 more missing. Armed robbery, aggravated assault, home invasion, and I'm missing one more. Missing one. 7 deadly sins. Violent crime, you cannot make parole in the state of Georgia. Whatever time they give you, that's what you're gonna do. You got AI, goddamn, you should have spit it out before I did.
Fine, type it. You said 7 what? Deadly what?
Deadly sins. 7 deadly sins. I'm missing one. Is it? Did I say
7 deadly
sins?
sins. That ain't
State
that
of
same.
Georgia.
Oh, in the state of Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
And
In the state of Georgia prison system, you got murder, aggravated assault, armed robbery, rape, kidnapping, home invasion, fucking that one. I'm forgetting.
And Frank, to be honest with you, they couldn't hold him up anyway. He would have did them 5. He would
Any violent crime.
They would
does
let
not get parole.
okay, here we go. Let me see.
And manslaughter, 1st degree murder, 2nd degree murder, 3rd degree murder, all them degrees of murder, anything where somebody's killed, it fall upon a murder.
You see,
Man,
screen?
I can't see that. What is that?
94, the General Assembly made a law about violent youth crime. Juveniles could be treated as adults by the courts if charged with crimes such as murder, voluntary manslaughter, rape, sodomy, child molestation, sexual battery, armed robbery with a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Georgia.
So I know
He's
what I'm
in
talking
Florida.
about, right? Okay, so I know what I'm talking about,
That's
right?
where Florida.
So
No.
Florida don't offer parole, period. They don't do parole, period.
That's where they at. We're trying to figure out.
No, I'm explaining to you. The state of Florida does not do parole, period.
I don't see where it says no parole on that though. Hold up.
I told you, if
Right.
there was some banking information, I
That ain't
would
got
refer
nothing
to
to do with
you.
It don't say
I
nothing.
will refer to you.
He just pulled it.
But I don't live this life, so I'm telling you,
It don't say nothing about you can't get
it
parole.
don't work like that.
I'm reading. I mean, am I looking at somewhere? It don't say nothing about you don't get parole over none of that.
So do you see what I'm saying about the 7 deadly sins in Georgia? These violent crimes?
It still don't say. It don't
Ain't
say
no
nothing
such
about. It don't say nothing about
So
you.
you did them whole 5. You ain't got no early
We're in
parole.
Florida. We're talking about Florida.
Okay, if that thing had happened to either one of us, we would be in Georgia because you're hypothetically speaking. So you can only hypothetically speak where you live at.
But what does it say? You what you call it? You won't get parole.
Okay, pull up Florida, see what they tell you. Florida don't do parole because of Miami.
Well, I'm saying Georgia. I mean, you saying no fight. It don't
They
say
were
nothing.
having all them drug wars down there. They did away with parole completely in the state of Florida.
So that's probably why they gave them. Let's see the time. They're required to serve
90% of their time, or 100%.
85%.
Okay.
85%.
See, those are federal statutes, so there's no parole. So now you understand what I'm saying?
It's still 5 years, more than 444 months.
Yeah, I know. But hell, you dying anyway. Dead is dead.
What? He didn't know he was dead before before then.
Shit, when that man went in there for over him 5 years, and he know his
took it.
situation. Shit.
He should have took it. He knew his son. He didn't raise it. He failed. 59-year-old. He had his son.
That man did not know his son. That man did not know his son would go in there. They could have tried that kid as an adult. They let him plea out to them. And they want to goddamn make an example out of the dad instead of goddamn charging
They
the child.
offered him a plea too. They offered him a plea too. That's what I'm saying. If your son took it, why wouldn't you take it?
Why the fuck you think they gonna get? Why you think they gonna give him 2 years for killing 4 people and give me 5 years?
Because they offered it to him. They offered him a plea before. He turned it down. Now they making an example out of you.
I would have turned it down too.
Well, hey, I, you know, if my son is that reckless to go out there and take something without my permission, which is questionable, could be argued, and it results in somebody being killed, and you know, I played a part in that, I'm gonna have to eat that.
Yeah, I get it.
But I'm not finna put the onus back on him again, because again, if you, like you said, I agree. If his son said my daddy didn't do it, it'd be hard to argue.
That's all the son had to do, Paulo. You mean to tell me this is what I'm trying to get? This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. This is what I want you to understand. Do you honestly believe that that boy sitting in jail, he ain't seen his mama ain't came and visited him, his sisters them ain't came and visit him, and nobody came to visit him and said, hey, when you go to court, you gotta say, Dad didn't do this, because they trying to get him 40 years in prison for some shit you did. Because the boy already done took his time, right? The boy already been sentenced.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he been sentenced, but
The boy got sentenced before the dad did.
Because the boy took the plea, Frank.
Yeah.
Boy could have went to a trial too.
Hold on. The boy took the plea. So he got sentenced before the dad. Once you take your time has been taken. They can't bring you back. It's called double jeopardy. They can't charge you again. So once you took that goddamn 2 to 3 years sentence that you took, they can't take it back. So I still don't understand why you still went in there and told them folks that your daddy did it. Your dad is that fault.
Because daddy won.
You asked him to understand, you know, a 15-year-old immature kid whose brain still developing, and don't tell him what type of blows he took in that car accident. So I'm just saying. I'm not putting it on.
The other kids, the DA told them that y'all got to testify. If y'all don't testify, we're gonna charge y'all with something.
Yeah, man, I'm not putting it on my 50. That's my reason. You're making my case, Frank. Why would I go to trial when my future is rely on 15-year-olds?
If the son has some loyalty toward his parent, none of them boys could have said it would even matter. Then they said it would have mattered. I just find it hard to believe. Or I see it, but it's very disheartening to think that your son don't love you enough to stand up for you. That's a hard pill for me to swallow, because all of us have sons.
But we raised ourselves differently.
You mean to tell me that my son won't kill for me? You mean to tell me that my son won't live for me? And he won't die for me either? Like, that's very disheartening to know that you got a son that don't give a shit about you. You don't care enough to see your dad die in prison when all you gotta do is say, my dad didn't do that.
But you don't think you was
That's it. That is what you guys don't understand, which is the worst. That's why I'm so upset about the situation. That's why when the lady, she honest, she lost her 3 kids. She should be in pain. She should be hurt. She should be. She justified in everything she's saying. I'm not mad at her for saying what she said. Just like I don't want y'all to be mad at me for what I said as my rebuttal to what she said. You're finna give me 40 years in prison. I'm 70 years old. I don't, bitch, fuck you. Point blank, period. What else? What they gonna do? Give me 40 more years? I'm not gonna even serve these 40. That's all I'm saying. My pain and anguish come from the son because I got one son. Paulos, how many sons you got?
I got one. All the
How
more
many
reason to
sons?
protect them from yourself.
Or how many sons you got? Two.
Two.
How many sons Lewis got?
That he know about. He got two, don't he? Lewis, how many
Shit,
sons you got? Two. You got at least two.
Lewis can't hear you.
Lewis got a whole basketball team of kids. He got two sons.
You got to spread all over.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, man.
Frank,
You mean to tell me I don't took care of motherfucker his whole life and he can't sit down for 5 years for me?
But you didn't build that into him, Frank. You can't ask him to do something you ain't built into him. You can't just all of a sudden hey, again, he I don't know the dynamics of it, but he's 69. So you had him when you was good and grown. So if you're 69, you had to have him after you was 50.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Dang,
you see what I'm saying?
Damn.
You was good and grown. So you should have put something in him by then, you know what I'm saying? But obviously
He should have said, he should have stopped.
My
Look, why
dad,
you
man.
still having kids at 50? That was the first part about right there.
This is about 20 years ago, maybe a little longer, maybe about 25 years ago. I know I went over 30, but maybe about 25 years ago. My dad was in the country and he got argued with these young guys. And in the country, some of the houses are made on cinder blocks. And my dad fell off the porch. He was drunk. He fell off the porch and he scuffed himself up. So I got word that came back all the way wrong that my dad got an argument with some young guys and they pushed him off the fucking porch. So I got my shit together and I went to the country. And God be my witness, Paulo, I was gonna kill one of them young motherfuckers when I got down there. And that's on everything that I love. Only for my dad to tell me that didn't nobody push him. He stepped off the porch. Man, like, God damn. That's what a son is supposed to do for his father. People put so much stock in what a man would do for his mom that they minimize us so goddamn much as if we shouldn't matter on shit. I matter too. I do just as much as the female do. We got to stop making it seem like we don't matter. Everything is okay. They can do anything to us. Anything to us. And we're supposed to just bite the bullet of it. I wish that old man had went to jury trial and I had been on the jury because ain't no way in the fuck he would have got no 37 years in prison. Y'all can give him goddamn a year for each one of them kids that died or whatnot, but 37 years in prison. No. It's 70 years old. No. No. Mm-mm. No, sir.
All right. Well, on that note, let's wrap this thing up.
Put that thing up there, Paulo, because I need to say this again. I need to let everybody know that the thoughts of the panel and the thoughts of Uncle Frank are not necessarily thoughts of Unks and OGs worldwide. I got my own way of thinking. I've been through some things in my life, and I don't see things the way everybody else do. And please don't hold this against my heart. This is a touchy subject for me because I got a son that I'm teaching to drive at this very moment. And I guess I'm teaching him the way that I was taught. Maybe listen to this, maybe the way I was taught was wrong. I hate it and I apologize. So I love y'all. Please forgive me. That's all I got to say.
Uncle Lou, don't get your words out so we can go on.
Yeah, bro. So this was a great topic, man. Great discussion. You know, father son combo. What would you do for your father? What would you do for your father? What have your father done for you in your lifetime? And what would you do to repay him for all the sacrifice that he has done for you? So it's a touchy situation. I still believe the young man that was driving was influenced by his friends. Also, partially,
Carlos, can you hear Lewis?
like Frank said,
I can't hear nothing he's saying.
the prosecutors probably got in his ear also. Man, I can understand somewhat why the father went to trial. I don't think he really thought that he would be sentenced that long of a sentence. But hey, again, it's unfortunate. We've seen some other crimes where the minors that aren't 18 be tried as adults. In this case, this young man wasn't. So now he get to live the rest of his life like the rest of his friends. Man, I think there's something else we need to come back and revisit later on because, yeah, 40 some years, you didn't actually commit the crime. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand. Yeah, if he actually said, "Hey, get the keys," you don't have a license. I understand. It's similar to the young man, to the father that bought the gun or the rifle or whatever for the son that went up and shot up the school. I get that. But yeah, man, this is man, it's crazy. You know, different states have different laws, so that's another reason why opinions and your mindset is different because different states have different laws, and across the board, it's not the same. So, in the back of your mind, you think about other cases that were similar, but the outcome was different. So, great topic, Tora. I appreciate it. Everybody at the round table, everybody's perspective and opinions. It was good. Appreciate you.
Thanks, OG.
I'm not gonna be that long with the. I'm just gonna say we need to all take accountability of ourselves when it's not only for
Carlos, I can't hear nobody but you.
Well, that's probably what it's probably when I was talking to you, and then I thought he was ignoring me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
Frank, you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't hear nobody else.
Oh, okay.
So summarize what they said.
Louis just was long-winded. Tori just got started. Go ahead. I tell you. Go ahead, Tori.
Look, that explains for a minute when I was talking. Frank kept talking. I was like, this motherfucker ignored me like I ain't saying that. So it explains.
That bird was for you, Frank, because he said he thought you was ignoring him. So
no, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay, he thought you ignored him. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
But I think accountability. That's the biggest thing I think was the biggest problem I had with the whole situation. I think the whole point we missing out of this is families was lost, lives were lost. And over that, I can't see nothing else but those lives lost, and that statement for what their mom gave, by losing her kids, and that was more hurting on that part. And then, even in my opinion, when they was talking to the father, he still never took accountability for what happened. He was still trying to skate what it is, but it is what it is. You hear me now, Frank? Since you just came back.
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you. So, Lewis, can I hear you? Can you talk? Lewis, can you hear me?
Well, yeah, I hear you.
He hear Louis. Okay, he got you, Louis.
Like I said earlier, Frank, I was talking and you just kept talking like you ignoring me. I was like, this nigga don't hear me.
I couldn't hear you, bro. You know I'm always ready for a good debate, but I couldn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
But nah, this all good though.
Right.
I mean, we all have our opinions, and for once, Frank, you were the only person they you know, we all have our opinions about certain things, and we can't change that. But we can all come together and talk about it, because that's what the whole thing is about anyway. You know.
Yeah, this is a good conversation. Appreciate you guys.
Wait a minute. So Lewis didn't agree with me?
Yeah, for the most part, Lewis agreed with you that the father shouldn't have gotten as many years. And Lewis was saying,
I don't fool with y'all the way I fool with Longboy.
Look, we already said you're a long boy.
Yeah, y'all pretty much y'all similar on page. Lewis thinks that they changed the laws and they should have gave him as an adult. So y'all are on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
For the most part. Lewis just think he was influenced by his friends to, baby turn on his father. So that was.
Yeah, and Lewis agreed. He said he wouldn't take the 5 years. He'd take his chance.
He'd take his chance.
So I say that's why both y'all be cellmates. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah.
I ain't got a problem with it.
All right. So I think it was a good segue. I don't know if you guys went back and listened to last week when I was here by myself, but it's interesting that this father is 69 and he's the same age as Clifton Powell, which I talked about last week. And Clifton Powell was talking about learning things, learning how to love, or learning things at his ripe old age of 69 and being accountability. So we'll continue that conversation because this kind of wraps up into the accountability thing. But again, just because you're older, as I stated last week, doesn't mean that you have wisdom. And if you don't have a group of people to talk to you, other men folk who you can bounce yourself out on, you might get to that ripe old age of 69, allowing your 15-year-old son to move the way he did. It might be an age thing, you know what I'm saying, Frank? If he was 55, he might have hopped in that whip and chased his ass around the corner and like, you know what I'm saying?
But he had him at 55, so that's another topic to that. Why?
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's 15 years later, he tired of that boy. That boy been doing some stuff for 15 years. So, we can dissect that later.
So, Paulo, we gonna talk about Clifton Powell on the next episode.
Yeah.
He ain't one of my favorite people because when he started acting, he just left his family.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna continue that conversation because there's the whole round table is similar to what we do. I want us to dive into how we can agree to disagree on stuff and how if you watch the whole video, you'll see some of the interactions, how men talk to each other, how men can go back with each other, and then we still be good. So I want us to talk about that as well. But once we get everybody back on, we can chop that up. But I think it's a good segue. Appreciate you, brothers. Go ahead.
We could touch on the T.I. and the 50 Cent thing. Do we think they're just all publicity, or you think it's going to get real heated?
We can talk. I think we can talk about that too, because again, right now it's on wax. I don't just quickly. I don't like King jumping in on it because when two grown men, I don't need you, little boy. I don't need my son to step in and fight that for me. So that's something we can talk about as well. But that's take us a whole another hour too. We already an hour and a half, hour 40 in.
So whenever y'all want to get together again, man, because we gotta make up for some missed time, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta get together and make up for some missed time.
All right, absolutely. All right, fellas, appreciate y'all. Lewis, get your audio together, my brother. You too, Frank, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right, man. I love y'all. Y'all be careful.
Same here.
Later.
All right, bro.